Welcome back, everybody. This is Valagar Alavain here. So we just finished our first set of side quests here. We do have a few more. Why I'm so gung ho on getting the side quest done is some of them are actually locked out once you progress too far in the story. Um, so, for example, these ones on Kephallonia here, if we were to complete the tutorial island and leave, though we can come back to this island, uh, many of these side quests are actually no longer able to be completed, and this goes for later on in the game as well. So certain side quests
They
do
won't
get
ask any
locked out
questions. Let's keep out of sight.
if you progress too far in the story. It could be one of the people are killed off, or any number of reasons. But for that reason, uh, I'm going to be periodically through the main playthrough, obviously taking breaks to jump out a bunch of these side quests here and there.
You don't look so good.
I angered them, I think. The gods.
It's possible. I hear they can be vengeful.
I used to worship Hermes at the Droorati cave. There are gods there too, you know.
In the cave?
They grant wishes if you bring them tribute. So everyone makes an offering and asks for something in return. Ah, no wishes of mine granted though. I'm running out of money and tribute. I'm poor myself, you know. I did something wrong.
You know Hermes. He can be a trickster.
Oh, but there are many gods in this cave, all asking for different things. Go hear them yourself. You'll get my last tribute if you do. I need to know if they're real.
All right. Don't worry. I'll go.
Oh, thank you. Remember, be careful where you step, Mistios. You'll be walking on holy ground.
We'll see about that. Someone dropped offerings here. Looks like they were trying to carry them away behind the statue. There's a draft here. A crack in the wall? I need to stay hidden.
Well, seems like we got a bunch of enemies this time, so gonna just have to be careful and try and take them out one at a time. Though it looks like we got two coming. How fun.
What? I should see what that was. What? Where did that come from?
Bandits all along. People should have known something was off. And here's all their loot.
All I can offer you is devotion, but I need your help. I'm poor. I have 4 hungry children and nothing else. I weave baskets for the market, but my cart is ruined. How can I repair it? Or sell my wares without it? Without you?
This is a decision. I always have a tough one. Do I impersonate the gods? Or do I just stay silent? You know what? Let's go with impersonate.
I'm listening, child of Vermis.
Oh, mighty God, I beg you, help me.
Your prayer is heard. You will find riches at your door sooner than you expect.
I knew you'd listen. My every sunrise and sunset is yours. Everything beneath my humble roof in Sami is devoted to you.
Yes, now go home and wait for fate to intervene.
I will, great God, I will.
Well, if money's what she needs, the bandit stolen loot will do just fine.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's not like this character's really hurting for money. So we can definitely help someone out in need. We also got to make sure to talk to the guy right outside the quest to let him know that it was just bandits right outside the cave. Sorry.
No gods in the caves. Only bandits stealing people's hopes and Rahmi.
I knew it! Thieves!
At least you know you won't face Zeus's wrath. Maybe he'll take pity on you.
I hope Zeus bring his wrath on those bandits.
Don't worry. I brought mine. That should be good enough. Just like she said. The cart looks pretty worse for wear. Looks like these new baskets were off to market. until the cart broke. This should help. Better them than the bandits. Come on. Yeah! Come on.
How'd it go with Marcos?
How it always goes. I didn't get my money, and I'm running another errand for him.
Why do you let him boss you around?
I owe him a debt from the past.
Oh, did you borrow me?
Not that kind of debt. Few people would take in a runaway they caught thieving. I was just a kid.
Huh. I'm just a kid, and I've done pretty good for myself.
What do you want, Phoebe?
You know Kausos?
The town on the other side of the island? Why?
People there are sick, and my friend Kina is too. There is a blood fever. They say it's a curse, and they need help from the gods.
I told you, I'm not a god.
But Ikaros
Is a bird.
that doesn't mean you can't help.
All right, I'll look into it. Move! By the gods! What's happened here?
Take them away. You're murderers! Murderers! If the gods won't help you, this sickness must be destroyed by our hands. We have no choice.
Help us!
He won't let us go.
What's going on?
Kausos was consumed by plague. We couldn't keep up with the bodies. It was spreading. We had to intervene.
They killed our brothers, our neighbors.
We survived the massacre, but he'll kill us now.
The gods have abandoned us. The sick must join the dead if we are to save the living.
Is there no hope for a cure?
Nothing has worked. Sacrifice, prayers.
Healers won't come near us. Soldiers won't let us leave. The gods won't answer our prayers.
You burned the whole village?
Many nights were lost praying. We had to take action. To scorch the blood fever out of Kausos.
But I don't know anything about the plague.
There is nothing you can do.
No!
If you intervene, I will be forced to defend the gods' wills.
Save us from him! Have pity!
We aren't even that sick. We'll get better.
Nobody gets better. This is the only way all of Kephallonia will save itself from extermination.
Please.
We have children! Think of them!
Don't regret stopping here, Mistios.
In all my playthroughs, This is honestly a hard decision that I always make, because one, we don't know if it is the God's will. Like, I mean, as we know, in our day and age, the ways are skewed. Like, they don't know if it's the plague, they don't know what it is. Like she said, they're barely sick. But it's a plague, so you gotta kind of, look for the betterment. My biggest issue that I have with this quest line here, in particular, is this is Phoebe's friend, and can you just condemn a child who you don't know is sick? You just know the mom is sick. She said, we're not sick. We'll get better. Or we're not that sick. So you don't know if she's talking about her children or her or her husband. So it's a rough decision. I think, and because these priests aren't actually the will of God, like, they're people thinking what they think is best. So, you know what? I think this one, I think I'm gonna save them.
Let them go.
What?
You're no god.
Got something for you!
Well, we saved them. Let's just hope we don't regret this situation. In almost all my other playthroughs, I always just let them die, so I'm actually anxious to see what happens when we let them live. If they really were infected or what happens.
You're a hero!
That priest came from the underworld. Some man of the gods.
The real God sent you. Time to go. We're well enough to travel, but need healing.
Before you go, take my drachmi. It can't pay for what you gave us, but it's all we have.
You know what? He's a sick man, and he's willing to give me his last penny. No, he can keep his money. He needs to get better.
Forget about that. Just travel safely.
You're a gift from the gods, Eagle Bearer. I hope they bless you.
Bye, Kina. Be safe!
Alright, that's a lot of enemies. I think for now, I will just ignore them. Just focus on the main side quest here. Can't really say main quest. But I'll focus on the side quest. I will come back for the full explorer area when I go and do my full run through of the explorer areas.
Mistios, you must help me.
Must I?
If you know what's good for you and your pairs, you'll take pause.
I'm listening.
I'm an exile from Athens, though by looking at me, I'm sure that's impossible to believe.
I see humility is important to you.
When you're wealthy, you can afford to be proud.
We'll see how that works in convincing me to do what you need.
My drachmi speak for themselves.
What's the problem?
It's my brother Ornios. He's been captured by bandits. We were attacked when our ship landed. They must have smelled our wealth from across the water. I managed to escape, but he's stuck in a cage on a dock like a beast.
And you want me to rescue him?
Bring him to me with not a hair on his head disturbed, and I'll pay you well.
So someone in Athens wanted you out?
Many someones, actually. Ostracized for the same thing, Ornios and I. Fraud, they called it. But that's life, isn't it? You're used to that, aren't you, Mistios?
What?
A mercenary's life isn't an honest one, of course. But don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
I'd watch your tongue, old man. I'll rescue your brother. For a price.
Yes, yes, of course. Drachmi is the only language you Kephalonians understand.
I'm not Kephalonian.
You know, if that guy wasn't such not a nice person, it really makes me not want to help him out. Basically, oh well, you're mercenaries, so therefore you must be dishonest and you must be a bad person. It's like, well, that's not a great way of asking somebody for their help.
Oh!
Especially when someone is so heavily guarded. Oh man.
Oh!
Oh.
Stop running! Get back here! Almost full.
This is over. See on their trail. It will be over soon, Mistios. Kill!
Are you even trying?
Well, not quite the way I wanted to do it, but I mean, I guess that would have been a lot faster anyway.
Release me. I'm not an animal. How dare they lay their filthy hands on me? And you, here, a drachmi for your efforts. Although you could have arrived sooner.
Your brother sent me.
Oh, I knew he'd rescue me. Ah, and how quickly he's found himself a lucky.
To be clear, I'm the one rescuing you. And if it wasn't for your brother's money, I'd gladly feed you to the pigs. Now, let's go. Stay close and shut up.
I agree. I don't like these two.
Ornios, reunited again!
I don't know where you find these ruffians, brother, but they do get the job done.
This is touching, but you owe me drachmi.
You proved yourself useful. Get yourself something nice.
Alright, that seems to be all the quest lines here. So what I am going to be doing is I'm going to actually head back to Sami, to where we left off on our main story playthrough. That way when we pick off, it'll be like we never left there. So just a little bit of running, and we'll be able to do that. Alright. The blue banner just right over there, so there's that blue banner, so we should be able to make our way over there and call it the end of the video. Well, as always, guys, it's been a pleasure, and look forward to see you guys in some of my next. Oh, come on, horse. There's plenty of room. Alright, well, here we are. Alright, well, let's do a big save. And, yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one, all.